There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. That power that can make a way out of no way.
Today, in the world, there's so much suffering because of that one of prayer.
Welcome everybody, live from New York. This is the Prayer Revolution. My name is Doyal. I'm here with my good friend Vira, and we are marching forward with the Prayer Revolution. We say a prayer every morning, and Zoe just said, "So glad neither of you shaved, because neither did I." You know what I mean? I think you get a little leeway in quarantine. You get a little bit of a leeway, and so. No, sorry. And so we're glad you guys are all here. We say morning prayer, and then we discuss bringing the mood of prayer into our daily lives and what it means to live in a moment-to-moment surrender connection. Not because we figured it out and we're doing that perfectly, but because we remind each other, and it's something that's helpful to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Doyle. Grateful to be with you guys this morning and to be able to have an opportunity to really come back to what's most important in our life, to recenter. We've experienced those times in life when we feel centered and that everything that's happening in our life, there's meaning and there's an understanding. There's a sense of meaning and purpose behind our whole life unfolding. And we've had those experiences where even like the simplest thing just, makes us want to pull our hair out and question, our entire existence, or whatever it may be, that whole spectrum of life. And so when we come together in the mornings, we're hoping to kind of just reset our consciousness. That's the intention for us, to reset our consciousness, to reset our heart, to look at the map again, look at where do we want to go in life, like what's truly most important to us, and to call out to a higher power to support us to cross over all the different challenges, illusions, treacherous mountains and rivers that we may face in our life, to be able to navigate them and to be able to cross over them with grace and with a sense of a little more ease and a little more support from community and from our higher power. So really grateful to be with you guys. Happy Sunday fun day. And those of us that have joined in, please take a moment right now to pause whatever it is that you're doing. And I don't know, DG on Zoom, is it just me that's not seeing any of the videos, or?
You know what happened? Can you see me on Zoom?
I can see Bhakti Center, yeah.
And you can you see my face? Am I talking?
No, I just see everyone's tile,
picture.
but no video.
You know what? Wisdom of the Sages earlier today also had a really big problem with their Zoom, and I think Zoom is just down.
Got it. Yeah, they're being slammed, I'm sure, with over capacity. Okay, got it. No problem. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you guys were with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then, let's pause wherever we are right now. Whatever's going on, we can check it out after. Is to take this as an opportunity right now to set your intention and to reconnect to yourself, reconnect to your higher power. We're entering into a state of being right now, a state of being, a state of knowing that the Vedas teach us, the great science that comes from ancient times on this planet teaches us that from the subtle, we see things manifest. So first starting with our thinking, and then there's a feeling, and then there's a willing to engage in action. So we're starting at this most subtle place of our mind and our consciousness. And from that place, we're able to be in a space of connection, to be in a space of connecting with the qualities we're seeking in our life. And the more that we're in that space and in that consciousness, connecting to our higher power, we begin to manifest those qualities and those gifts in our life. And so as we set our intention today for what's truly most meaningful to us, what is it that we're seeking in our life? Understanding, hey, this great gift of the science of the Vedas, that it starts with my consciousness. It starts with my belief. It starts with my thinking. And from there, we see things unfold in our life. My dear Lord, please help us Please help us to have a mind that is connected to truth in every moment. That throughout the days, throughout the moments that follow, let us not bewilder ourselves with limiting beliefs and untruths, but rather let us understand our eternal nature. Let us understand the boundless, limitless nature of our soul that is able to love through all circumstances, that is able to experience fulfillment right now in this moment, in a deep personal connection with you right now. Help us to place those truths in our mind and in our consciousness, to be in those results, to be in that consciousness, and to bring that into our days that follow, into the moments that follow in our life. There's so many things that are going on in the world around us, so many things that could send us flying, soaring high in the sky, or things that could send us crashing down and crumble all of our hope and our faith. Help us to be equipoised through the ups and the downs of this world, the ups and the downs of this life. Help us to find that equilibrium in connection with you, in knowing truth, in knowing the beautiful, boundless, limitless nature of our souls. Let us be connected to that truth. Let us bring that mood, bring that energy, bring that state of consciousness into every experience of our life. We call out your names each morning, your beautiful sacred names of which you have unlimited, so many different traditions, so many different faiths, so many different times and places. You've been called by so many different names. And we call out this great chant for delivering our mind back to original consciousness. We call out this great chant, the Maha Mantra, to help to reconnect our mind to truth, to reality, and ultimately to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Vira.
Thank you, DG.
Thank you all our dear friends for tuning in. Our live Zoom group is down because Zoom is out. Zoom is down and out.
It's good to know.
It's good to know. Yeah, they are outage, current problems and outages. But we're so glad that all of our friends are here. We got Vivi tuning in. So glad you're here, Vivi. Bryn, so glad you're here. And some other good friends. Shrikala is in here. Such a good friend from LA. I'm not sure if he's still online. Daya Yoga, good friend Anya from over in Daya Yoga, Bushwick, is tuning in. So we're so glad to see all of our good friends here on Instagram and getting a lot of love on the chat board from your prayer, Vira, from Zoe, from Chandler, from Sukanti Garangi, from Gloria Chang. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name right, but all our good friends, they're loving it.
Yeah, just I really appreciated. We got the opportunity, Doyal and I, to spend some time with one of a couple of our friends, Shrikala and Jesse, over the last couple days, and just seeing a friend in her element. Jesse was leading a training on finances and mindset, and knowing ourselves and knowing our limitless potential, and appreciating that energy. Really appreciating the meditation that she kept bringing us into is knowing, know thyself. And something that's so powerful about knowing and being in that consciousness is that it starts to translate into every area of our life. If I know that I'm limitless, if I know that I have an unlimited capacity to love, and I really just keep building that consciousness through meditation, through prayer, through putting myself around the right people, all the different ways that I could build that, through living into that, then it starts to become the reality in my life. I start connecting to that eternal truth and reality of the nature of my soul. And you name it, whatever divine quality that may be, whatever divine quality that may be, how can we right now, we just start to connect to those qualities in our prayer, in our connection with our higher power, in that spiritual intention, to start to awaken those gifts that each one of us has, that sometimes we can go throughout our life without expressing them. And no reason, and there's no reason not to, aside from that we've just forgotten, and so much of what we're talking about today is, man, we forget, like I forget every single day. And then all of a sudden it's like this flood of stories. It's just like this amorphous cloud that just like comes into the consciousness. And it's like, the reality is you are a limited human being, and it's like, like squeezes us into this little tiny little box of what we're capable of. And so to be able to come together and be able to just like, man, like, woo, shake that cloud off. Whoa. Like that cloud that could just come in and just, squeeze the life and the thrill and the joy and the possibility and the potential, could just squeeze it out of our heart, and then we just end up like, just kind of living that boxed life. And so I'm grateful, super grateful to be with you guys today. Super grateful to be with Doyal, and, beautiful thing. I'm grateful, and I want more. I want more of the prayer revolution, and I want more gratitude, and I want more, of a boundless nature to serve and to love and to connect and to give my heart fully to every moment of my life. So you guys, that is this space. I know it. It's like a catalyst. It's a transformative catalyst for me to be able to do that in my life, and to start each day like right where I want to be, this consciousness, this experience with you guys. It's the perfect, the perfect medicine for the forgetful nature of the conditioned soul. So thank you guys.
Yeah, we want more of you. So it's a good fit.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, it's really sweet. Thanks for all the love that's coming in. Everyone's appreciating what you're saying, and everyone's taking it all in, taking it all in, appreciating all the energy that you're giving. The wisdom you're sharing, as well as just the energy that's bringing. You're bringing a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, it seems.
Yeah, bring in energy. That's it's such a principle, such a powerful principle. Like what we put energy on, it grows. What do we put energy on? I put energy on my fear. It becomes this huge, insurmountable obstacle and fiery demon in my life that I'll never step toward. I'll never walk through. I put energy on God, put energy on the limitless nature of my soul, and that starts to rise. We start to feel that capacity in our hearts rise and transforms.
What does it mean for you to put energy on something? To think about it? What does it mean? It kind of seems like it could be a little vague, like put energy somewhere. Like what does that look like? What does that mean?
Yeah, sure. I mean, just starting with the most basic intention, and okay, there's some effort. There's some, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, emotional, my relationship with you, what am I giving to that? What's my intention for that? And what am I giving to that? Am I giving, halfway energy? Am I showing up 100%? That I'm 100% responsible for the quality of this relationship. Am I showing up in that consciousness? Am I showing up in that mindset? And am I actually making time for you? Am I actually reaching out? Am I actually connecting? To that degree, from my side, I'm doing everything I can to grow that relationship. And if that's what you're doing too from your side, and we're sharing that vision and intention, then we're growing something, right? We're developing it and creating something that's powerful with it. And the same for anything. My relationship with God, if we look at the great teachings and teachers of throughout history, we're given so many methods to awaken that relationship. We're given so many different methods. And the mindset that I bring to that, the intention, the sincerity of heart that I bring to that, and then practically, what am I doing? What's the time, the space, whether it's meditation or it's prayer or it's reading scripture or it's journaling, writing, whatever that may be, whatever that practice is, I'm investing time and energy into a practical way to connect, into a practical way to build up that thing. And so you could use that principle for anything in life, relationships, business, spirituality. That what's my intention? What am I bringing with my intention and my mindset? And then what's the actual practical time and energy that I'm giving to it? And doesn't mean that I give a ton of time to something that I actually grow something, but if I'm giving that sincerity and that mindset and that intention, there's purity in that. There's the vision is there to see it thrive, to see it grow. Then even if I give just a little bit of energy to something, it could be completely transformational.
Yeah.
So,
what are the things in your life that you think need energy?
the things in my life that need energy, well, we could talk about it, in general, and that I think that, everybody needs to put time and energy toward, just because they're key, super key areas. And
what do people need to put their time and energy? What do we need to be putting energy towards?
Yeah, well, okay, there's 5 major categories of things that we need to give energy toward, and our relationship with our higher power and our spiritual practice is one. Connecting to ourself, that's beyond the mind, it's beyond the ego. Giving ourselves to those practices, that intention, that prayer, that meditation, giving ourselves time to connect spiritually. Giving ourselves time for relationships that are sacred, that bring out the best in us, that help us to grow, help us to transform. And also relationships that we can give that to, because every one of us, no matter where we're at in life, has a responsibility. There's someone in our life that we can touch and we can help to uplift, and that can really use a loving hand from us. So relationships is another category. Our health, that's our physical, mental, emotional health, well-being, sleep, diet, those types of things, exercise. Then our purpose in life. What will we put on this planet to share? What will we put on this planet to offer back, to give back? That's where fulfillment really comes from. Knowing ourselves, connecting spiritually, and then from there, understanding what's the unique gift that I was put on this planet to do, and let me share that with the world. So you've got your spiritual life, spiritual practices, relationships, health, and then your purpose in life, and then finances that will support all of that, your financial means. And those are the 5 areas of life that need constant attention, because if any one of them becomes unconscious, it can derail the rest of our life. If any one of them becomes unconscious, and if we're not self-realized, saints that just totally embrace every moment and find the divinity in it, then if we all of a sudden don't have financial means, that could really put stress and strain on our relationships and our spiritual practice and our faith. And, if our health deteriorates, similarly, that can happen. And so I'm giving a nutshell right now of a broader topic that we won't have time to maybe go into in detail. But our life needs, we need to take constant assessment and really checking in and being able to look at those areas of our life and look at the stories that we have around them, look at the vision that we have around them. What's stopping us from living that? And how can we invest energy, through our day-to-day life, through our week-to-week life? How can we invest energy in those areas so that we really thrive?
And I guess it's a continuous assessment of like where more energy is needed at any given point in life.
Yeah, and it really, we're starting with the premise. It's our podcast is based on prayer and based on spirituality, and we tie it into all the different areas of life. And so when we look at, what's most important for me, what's most important is my connection to my true self, my connection to my higher power. That when that connection is strong, and when I'm really investing in that, and I'm really awakening that, the clarity of how to, simply take care of my health, and how to be thoughtful and grateful and loving in my relationships, and all that clarity and that knowingness and that ability, it's like it becomes manifest. That the sensitivity, the thoughtfulness, in all the areas of life, that consciousness just infuses into all the areas of my life. And so starting with what's most important, and then from there, then we see the transformation in all the other areas of our life. So that's
kind of like that one holds a special place amongst the 5.
It holds a special place. Yeah, definitely. It holds a special place for sure. According to if we look at all the main, the major spiritual traditions and just spirituality in general, that it starts with the premise. It starts with a premise that our soul is everything that we're seeking, right? Is found in the nature of the self, of the true self beyond the body and the mind. And we reawaken our true self by connection with our higher power. We reawaken that our eternal pure nature through our relationship with the higher power. And from that, we're looking to express that nature. That's our fulfillment in life. We're looking to express all of those gifts that are sitting dormant. You know, the soul is there. It's just like a little dormant, resting. When it's awakened, then everything that we seek in our life becomes manifest from within our hearts. And we're able to share those gifts with the world, the greatest fulfillment in our life.
Yeah, well, it seems like that one informs how we go about putting energy, because you can put energy, but there's different types of energy, I guess. Or
oh, totally. Yeah, it's a great point, Doyle. Yeah, it's a great point.
And so, like, I would imagine like that informs how you go about your relationships, your health, your, you know, am I, you know, am I investing in my health because I want to look good and I want people to appreciate me, and because I think I'm gonna whatever that may be, or am I because I'm respecting my body as a temple that houses my soul and houses the spirit of God in me, and I want to use this body as a vessel for service. Therefore, I need to keep it maintained. I need to keep it well kept, and it's a sacred place. You know, I heard somebody once say that I think it was a Whole Foods ad or something. Treat your body as if it belongs to somebody you love. You know. And so, you know,
right.
How
Love
our
it.
relationships, our finances, and our purpose, I think they get informed by that first one. It's our spirituality, our prayer.
I'm taking notes over here, Doyle. Keep it flowing.
No, I'm just kind of taking your lead. But it seems that, you know, you're talking about that one having a special place. It seems that, you know, it's kind of that. If we're constantly putting energy in there, it will inform how we go about addressing the other ones on a regular basis.
Yeah, you got it. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. From that premise, the premise that I'm looking for a diamond in this world, and really I'm looking to uncover the diamond that I already am. I'm looking to uncover the diamond self. And so I'm looking throughout this world. I'm searching so much. I'm looking for pleasure, looking for happiness outside of myself, like the musk deer, right? Is the musk deer is searching for, where is this fragrance? Where is this divine fragrance? Going through treacherous, you know, mountains and rivers and danger and darkness, searching. Where is this fragrance emanating from, this divine fragrance? Not knowing that all the while it's emanating from within itself, from within a gland in its own body. And in the same way that we're searching, we're looking for that connection, for that pleasure, for that fulfillment. We're looking for that in the world around us, not knowing that it's there within our hearts. And that's our main work, right? As we begin to uncover the rubble, right? We begin to clear the layers, you know, then we begin to experience the true nature. We can sit in meditation, the words of the Bhagavad Gita that speak about the nature of the soul, and we can experience the nature of our soul. We can close our eyes and begin to experience that nature. And as we meditate, we go deeply into chanting the names of God, or we pray to our higher power. You know, we read the sacred literature. We're engaged in conversations like this and dialogues like this.
Yeah,
begins to awaken.
I was just reading this yesterday, actually, or earlier. I was doing a community group with Brian Esselmy's book, The Journey Within, and he was talking about this musk deer. I was like, I just read that. Where did I read that? And I was like, oh, I read it here. And
yeah, copyright infringement. I definitely got that from Brian Esselmy.
No, he mentioned the musk deer. The musk deer. It was such a beautiful example, the way that he put it. I was gonna read it if I can find it in a second. Oh yeah, here it is. It's so beautiful. He says that Bhakti teaches us that giving and receiving love is the purpose of life. That's why every being seeks it out so relentlessly. But where does the yearning to love and be loved come from? The Bhakti tradition explains that we are eternal spiritual beings with an inherent capacity for love, which originates in our personal relationship with the Supreme. In our purely spiritual existence, God is the object of our affection, and we are the objects of His. But somewhere along the way, we were cast into the drama of material experience. Weighed down by the demands, desires, and expectations that come with the material body, the soul's propensity to love is transformed into selfishness and gets derailed from its natural course. Consider the Himalayan musk deer. The male is born with a gland that, when mature, releases one of the most treasured fragrances in the world, musk. The deer, having smelled this alluring aroma produced by its own body, roams the forest seeking its source. In his fruitless quest, the deer never realizes that what it's looking for is actually within itself. We are very much like that deer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I'm like a deer.
Yeah, you're a cute deer, Bubba.
I'm just a deer.
Yeah, and that's, so beautiful, right? And we talked about sheep before and having shepherds, and yeah, man, okay, we're looking for that pleasure. We're looking for the pleasure that can only be experienced in turning inward and recognizing that it comes from within our own hearts.
Mm.
That is awakened. That's the premise of Prayer Revolution, whether it's this podcast or the revolution of prayer and spirituality that has eternally existed. That, man, that is the pleasure that I'm looking for. And right now I just get distracted. So many worldly pleasures. I get distracted. And how can I situate myself in life? How can I support myself in life with health and finances and service and, relationships? How can I situate myself that I have the right, whatever that is, I have a supportive environment to be able to dive deep within, to be able to really every day just say, man, I know, because Doyle and I know we meditate every single day, and I know a lot of you guys that are on here have practiced meditation, or that you may already have a meditation practice, and that it's we're being drawn externally constantly. Our consciousness is being pulled away from ourself by social media, by entertainment, by the worries and the fears and the conditioning of our subconscious, that we're being drawn away from the musk, being pulled away, that happiness is there, it's over there, it's here, it's there, it's after I do this, and after I conquer that, and change this, and do that, man, all the while I'm just moving through this world, and it's an inward, silent, the space and the time to go within, to really be with ourselves, and to work through whatever it is that we need to in our own hearts, to clear whatever it is, to keep going deeper and deeper every single day. So that is the greatest challenge, right? It's so simple, but we meditate every single day, and I know I'm sitting down to meditate, more often than not. Like, I really, my mind and my subconscious really keeps playing out the drama. It really keeps playing out like this ever changing equation for happiness and fulfillment. That if it happens like this, like that, and this, and I get this, and I make that, and do this, and it's like, no, it's not ever where it's going to be. That may help situate me. Like, we can all be properly situated in our life externally, so that we're going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper within, to find those treasures that are within. So,
So beautiful. I was going to look up, there's one more verse I wanted to look up.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the prayer revolution, the general revolution. Yes. There's this verse in Bhagavatam in the first canto. Yes. Talking about Srimad Bhagavatam. On the other hand, this is Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 5, text 11. On the other hand, that literature, which is full of descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, fame, form, pastimes, etc., of the unlimited Supreme Lord, is a different creation, full of transcendental words directed toward bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of this world's misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literatures, even though imperfectly composed, are heard, sung, and accepted by purified people who are thoroughly honest. Revolution in the lives of the world's misdirected civilization. And so we talk also about prayer being like our self-correcting GPS app in our lives of just directing us. And like you mentioned, that those 5 elements of spirituality, relationships, health, purpose, and finance, that spiritual connection being the focal point, the one that gives direction and focus to all the other ones. So I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that revolution verse.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, DG. Thank you for always giving so much space for me to share. And
We're here for
reflecting and bringing in your insights, always bringing in the sacred teachings to substantiate that I'm not just a dude that's, tooting a horn, but that actually
toot it.
People have been talking about this for a few years. This conversation's been going on for eternity. It's been taking place. And so today, and I love that as you framed it today. Okay, what is it that I'm doing to connect spiritually? We've had this time together in our prayer revolution. We've had this time together. Now, what is it? What am I doing? I'm the musk deer. What am I doing now through the rest of my day to recognize, to notice every time that I outsource happiness, outsource fulfillment, outsource connection, put that responsibility in someone else's hands? What am I doing about that? What am I doing to look at that and look at really how I can find that in a sustainable way by connecting to myself through meditation, by connecting to a higher power through meditation, through prayer, through journaling, through writing. Like, take that responsibility back. Let's hold that in our hands. Let's hold that in our hearts, that our experience for life, that's our responsibility. So let's bring that into our day. It's whatever that looks like for you individually. Let's bring that spiritual intention into our day today, that through connecting spiritually, that we infuse all the other areas of our life with that same higher consciousness. Super grateful for you, DG. Grateful for all of you guys. And I always feel like, hey, what if somebody's never connected spiritually? Like, what you talking about, Vira? Then, what's a way? It's like, okay, how do I do that? How do I do that? And we chant this mantra. It's non-sectarian. Doesn't matter what your faith is. No faith. Doesn't matter what it is. But we chant this mantra, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, every single day. And you can look it up online. You can Google in, Srila Prabhupada. You could hear, great teachers and saints chanting this mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just by chanting this mantra, we start to reconnect to our higher power and reawaken ourselves spiritually. And even if you sit down and practice that for a minute today, sit down and practice it for 2 hours, whatever that practice looks like for you. Spiritual practice is simple, it's available for all of us, and I hope that you can take that into your day.
Thank you so much, Vira. Thank you guys all so much for listening. We're so glad you guys are here. In just 55 minutes at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, His Holiness Radhanath Swami is giving a public address on his Facebook Live, facebook.com/Radhanath Swami, or just search Radhanath Swami. He's a beloved spiritual teacher of ours and a mentor and a really a spiritual inspiration around the globe. And so we can go on and on and on to talk about what a wonderful, enlightening, inspiring individual he is. For those who know, though, no introductions needed. Please just tune in to Facebook. And those who don't know, go discover. Go discover at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time today. For this, he's hoping to give a series of monthly talks, and this is the first installment. It's for free, Facebook Live. Check it out. We love you guys so much. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Looking forward to it. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care, DG. Hari.